I wrote Holy Money Grab one of your videos and I stand by it. And in response to it, man, that video you did, it's kind of irrelevant. Like, I'm not a dog trainer. Well, it was weird because, yeah, you just said it was for educational purposes, but you picked out the one guy who, you know, criticised your video for being a money grab, and in response you criticised me for my dog training. I'm just a dog owner, I'm not a dog trainer. I did reward her at the end. We went and played fetch. Like, you could see me when I gestured to her, I had a ball in my hand. She couldn't see it, but like I don't want her to see the ball. Like, it was a rough training session. It didn't look great, but I was kind of happy with it. I still managed to get her to go where I wanted her to go. And I don't, like, my answer to that stuff isn't to up the reinforcements and rewards. Like, I'm not going to bring out the treat bag because she's going slow to a place. I'm going to tell her, no, hurry up.
Dad, would you like some?
Oh, no, that's alright, thanks. Thank you there, Hamish. I'll be out soon. Oh yeah, and like, dude, I was looking at your training stuff. Dude, you've got like a video called like The Perfect Recall.
Here I come! If I can get results like this in my first year as a trainer, what's the excuse of people who've been doing this for 20 plus years and still rely on e-commerce?
It's a structured game of fetch. It's like the whole time, it's just a fetch session. That's not a, I guess you could call it a recall, but that's pretty low standards to call that recall. Like, that's not really calling off a distraction. That's a practice, like, that's something that you would practice a distraction on. That's not like another dog or, you know, it kind of gets into semantics here, but I kind of think, yeah, a bunch of your stuff, man, like, even you did one video where, like, you put the dog in a down.
Impressive. I don't know, is that impossible too?
With like a stick, like, I don't know, your dog looked fat as at the time. You like put him or her into a down, and then like you walked like 10 meters away, and it looks like a fenced area, and you start jumping up and down. You're like, see, my dog stays. Like, yeah, and with the ball one, you're like, see, even with the ball in his mouth, he's already got the reward, and he still comes back. So fucking what? That's just fetch, and that's just lie down. They're not. Like, you think you're the best trainer in the world, but there's nothing really high level that you're doing. Like, you're not doing any, like, focused reverse heels or, like, walking, like, pivot turns for dogs or anything. But, you know, that is optional for trainers to learn. Like, I'm not saying everyone has to learn it. But you think you're the best dog trainer in the world. Like, there's not even much content of you training dogs on your channel, so I don't know what, like, it's, you love criticizing, you, like, that's seems to be the lifeblood of your channel, and like, I kind of watch, I'm one of your subs, and I watch your shit because sometimes it is entertaining, like that shit, where you went into a shop the other day, and tried to get them to sell an e-collar to obvious animal abuse. I thought, yeah, that's pretty entertaining shit, but as a dog trainer, man, dude, you ain't shit, you're no like Ivan or anything. Like, I don't know what gives you that ego. I suppose you're comparing yourself with, you know, Quack George and shit, but you're not $2,500 for Skype sessions. That is like that is absurd. That is a money grab, man. I don't know, it just seems like even that the perfect recall and drive control for dog training video. In that video, you're like, I've got under a year of dog training. Look what I can do. And that was in January 26, and it's 2016. Now it's 2018, January 28th. So it's like, that was like 2 years and 2 days ago. And you said you had under a year then. So like, you've got under 3 years of dog training. You think you're the best in the world. I don't know. I guess you say that with tongue in cheek. But dude, you ain't shit. Your dogs can't do that much. Like, my dog, my little cavoodle, she's 6 to 7 months old, and like her obedience, I consider it way above what you're really proud of in your videos, and I just put it up. Like, I'm not really a content maker, but You really aimed yours at me. Place. Place. No, place. Good. Heel. Good, down. Sounds real bad. Heel. Up. Go. Sit. Go. And dude, just the fact that you've been kicked out of schools, you built your fan base of kind of like bashing other trainers, which I kind of think is fair. It kind of like reminds me like what Vegan Games did, but then you try and turn it into a real thing. But you turning it into a real thing was like it went from begging for money on Patreon. You quit your job, you beg for money on Patreon, but now it's asking people for $2,500. That's nuts, man. Like that's not. I feel sorry for any sucker that gets fooled into paying $2,500 for a Pawfessor Mickey Mouse training course, or 100% Skype sessions. And you yourself know, like you say, they don't need to come to me. Like, well, I don't know what assurance that is. Like, they shouldn't be coming to you. You're encouraging it. $2,500 for Skype sessions. It is absurd, but I think it goes against so many of like the personal values that you preach in your videos, where like it's always that you put the dog first and money second. It's like, yeah, you're charging $2,500 for Skype training sessions, and Skype's not the optimum way to teach someone how to train a dog. So I don't know. It just seems like such a contradiction to your personal values, and you've got such hero syndrome about your personal values. Like, yeah, you always go on about it, like, I'm so sorry, I care too much about dogs, but I don't think you care too much. I think you are out for money, and the way that you've gotten your subs and shit, and you're quickly trying to turn that into a fund, trying to get some money, squeeze some money out of that. It's not fair on anyone who's paying, man, because with under 3 years of dog training experience, you haven't proven it. You haven't seen enough shit to be able to charge that. Like, that's high-end fees. Like, obviously, you paid more. You were a sucker for paying. I don't know if you did it online, but I think that was absurd that you did that. I just think anyone who does dog training Skype sessions, I like Skype training sessions. I think that's a good idea. But the idea of like, you've created a course, so all of a sudden it's not worth, $100 for an hour of someone's time. So your one's worth $2,500 because you've put it into a course that'll teach someone everything. I think it's pretty shocking, and by your own standards too. So that's my feedback to you. I don't know what my dog training has anything to do with it. I still think it's a money grab, and I still think you've lost a lot of the shit that you go on about in all your videos. Like, I had to leave working at Petco, whatever the shit that is you guys have in the US, because they put money before dogs, and you would never do that. Dude, you are straight up about money. That is, like, it's all coming out now. $2,500 for training, for online training sessions. That's, yeah, man, dude, you're a fraud. I don't know, I've watched your shit for ages, but I just think you're a straight up fraud and a bit of a hack. So, you need a real reality check about how good your dog training is, because it's not at that level yet.